I'm the man now. Nobody ever gave a handout. For the stretch, talking grams loud. Cut them off, get a handout. Bro talk, what's that about?
Yo, what's going on, people? You know who it is. It's Tay Wiz, broadcasting live and direct from the Man Cave as usual. For those subscribers out there that is not subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that bell. If not subscribed to the Twitter page, hit that bird at TAE _ WIGGS. Of course, the link to my website is down below. First and foremost, Game 2 of the NBA Finals is in the books. The Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. The Cavaliers in the first quarter thought they came out with the right tools, but the one thing the Cavaliers must stop doing is switching on defense. You very see the Golden State Warriors switch on defense. They stay home. They stay committed to their man. They go around and underneath the screen. I don't see that. The Cavaliers get lost. Backdoor cuts all day long. I could have went out there and played basketball with the Golden State Warriors and had a lot of backdoor cuts. JaVale McGee was in the starting lineup. Came in the game and got a quick 6 points. It was all dunks. The Golden State Warriors scored 22 of 24 points in the first quarter. All dunks and layups. Why? Because the Cavs front line is soft. We're going to call it how it is. I am a Cavaliers fan, but we're going to speak the truth today. Every time I get on here, I speak the truth, never give you nothing false. I always thought that we know the Cavaliers are going up against the grain against the referees. First and foremost, if you don't get the call, don't complain. Get back on defense. I say it all the time. The team that plays with the most aggression benefits from the call. Well, in this case, some of the calls the referees are missing are blatantly. You can see it. People are getting held. Cavaliers getting held. For instance, Kevin Love grabs a rebound and gets fouled by Kevin Durant twice in the same play. 5 seconds later, he goes on the other end of the court. Same type of foul that Kevin Durant was doing to Kevin Love on the offensive end. Kevin Love does the same one to him on the defensive end. The referee blows the whistle. Kevin Love gets no respect from the referees whistle-wise. I can't, even though the Cavaliers shot the most free throws last night, it's just the little calls that they've been missing. We know the referees can't see everything, but some of the stuff is happening right in their eyes. You know, looking at my Twitter, and by me being from Cleveland and stuff like that, and I live here in Charlotte, I'm going through, looking at the timeline as I follow a lot of people back home and different socialites. So as I'm looking at my Twitter time feed, I can just see the Cavaliers' anger in these tweets. I'm getting a lot of glasses with the emojis with the glasses on, side eyes, thinking, referees with the long nose. Looking at the Golden State Warriors Twitter feed, talk about how they not getting any calls. Now, when I look at the game where a team's not getting any calls, I mean, it's kind of obvious and blatant that you can see it that is lopsided, because you can see some of the celebrities tweeting this. Even Tom Brady came out yesterday and say, hey, the referees, either they betting or gambling, maybe they should go into investigation, because Tom Brady said he's been in a couple of those in his career. I'm just looking at it where everybody know the Warriors are the favorites, but if you tell anybody in Cleveland like myself what the outcome going to be, we're going to tell you that the Cavaliers can win this game. It's unfortunate that the Cavaliers had to go up against 4 superstars alone, and you got to play against 3 referees. I don't understand that one bit. Adam Silver, you right now, these are 2 teams on the biggest stage in sports right now. You got the NBA Finals on. And you're telling me that these referees can't get one call right? We know the Cavaliers going to the free throw line and things like that, but some of the calls are out of this world. Instance, Klay Thompson shoot a 3. I understand the whole concept that you gotta let the player land on their feet. He gotta have landing room. But if Kyle Korver is defenseless, listen, people, educate you guys. If Kyle Korver is jumping in the air and he come down and clutch himself, he has to land too. Everybody has to land on their feet. What are you going to do, land on his hands, on his knees? You cannot dive into a person and try to initiate the contact. Because you guys changed that rule. First, you can change it from the kick out. That means that's initiated contact. You can't dive and put your shoulder into someone to initiate contact. You gave that call to Klay Thompson. He went to the free throw line, shot 2 free throws, which should have been an offensive foul on Klay Thompson. Secondly, JaVale McGee was on LeBron James. LeBron James shoots the ball. He launches into him a little bit. It was contact initiated there. LeBron James did not get that call. Whistle swallowing, we go the other way. As you go into late in the fourth quarter, Steph Curry shoots a 3. Or a long 2, rather. Shoots a 2-pointer. Kicks the foot out on Kevin Love. Referees call a foul. I just don't get it. I'm a fan of the game, but I can see it both ways. That's initiated contact. That is the Reggie Miller rule that y'all said y'all was taking away. You cannot flail arms and feet or shoulders into someone to initiate contact in a shooting motion. Missed calls throughout the whole game on both parts. Game 1 was awful. Game 2 is just as awful as game 1. Now they talk about they want to put a challenge flag into the play. So they can see how that goes. First and foremost, Cavaliers are down 0-2. Every time the Cavaliers make a little run and get into the game, they're going to 6-0 run. The Zebras come along. The Zebras are the referees. The Zebras come along. They stop the game. Foul call goes on the Cavaliers. Stop the momentum. Or if not, it may be put the Warriors on the free throw line so they can benefit from the free throw line to stop the bleeding. Because the Cavs can submerge on this team. Cavaliers does not hit from the 3-point line. They 9 for 27. That's god awful. The Golden State Warriors is 15 for 37. Or 15 for 36, rather. As the game goes on and on and on, you can tell the Cavaliers are getting frustrated because on the missed calls, they are not receiving. For instance, Ty Lue get a technical foul the other night. I'm looking as Draymond Green is on some type of specialty rule in the NBA, which I do not like. Tyronn Lue said something to the referee didn't like it. He teased him up. But Draymond Green could come to the referee's face, yelling all types of stuff. We don't know what he may be saying. He can yell. Don't get a technical foul for that. That team over there in Silicon Valley, it's almost now the hate. I'm not going to say hate is a strong word, but you know what I'm going to say. The hate for that organization is getting worse to me as an NBA fan by the minute. One thing to say about the Golden State Warriors, when the game is tight, this team does not dances. They does not shimmy. But when they take a 7 or 8 point lead, they want to dance now. I don't get it. They want to dance. They want to showboat. When that game is tight, like a turtleneck around your neck, they don't do anything. They quiet. Soon as they up on you and take the lead, now they want to dance. They want to move around. And they fans. I don't understand. But fans going to be fans, which will make the sport great. But back to the game. The Cavaliers, like I said, in the first quarter, being down by 4, 28-32. What you get from LeBron James, he's still being aggressive. He's still ending the quarter with 10 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. George Hill had 5 points. Kevin Love had 4 points and 2 rebounds. J.R. Smith had 5 points. If I was Ty Lue, I don't know why we still starting J.R. Smith. He doesn't give you anything, period. Still making bonehead turnovers. It's not into the game for some reason. His head is not there. Is it because he's still thinking about the turnover situation and things like that? I mean, sometimes you can be in your own head. It's the NBA Finals, man. You got 5 points. And you're not going to win any games like that. J.R. Smith had 5 points all in the first quarter. 0 points in the second quarter. 0 points in the third quarter. 0 points in the fourth quarter. What is he giving us? What he has given the Cavaliers team. He's not giving the Cavaliers team a fighting chance. He's scared to shoot the ball. He's a shell of himself. Ty Lue, you have to sit J.R. Smith down and put someone else in the lineup. Start Jeff Green. We're not getting anything from J.R. Smith. Anything. I know LeBron James, that's his boy. He's saying, I'm not giving up on J.R. I mean, if you didn't, the fans did. Because he's not giving you nothing. Period. He's a shell of himself. He's not. Somebody need to wake him up. And everybody making these jokes about him on the weed and Hennessy. That is not the case. His head is not in the game. His head is not in the game at all. Kevin Durant, 8 points. Like I said, JaVale McGee in the first quarter lighting it up with 4 points. Klay Thompson was 7 on a high ankle sprain knee contusion. I beg to differ. I thought they did that. You see how the Cavaliers team will respond on guarding Klay Thompson. And for what it looked like, the Cavaliers was taking him lightly on defense because he was lighting them up. Steph Curry going to do Steph Curry thing, shooting the ball deep with 5 assists, 3 rebounds, and 7 points. The Cavaliers lost the first quarter. I said the first quarter dictates what you're going to do in the second quarter. The Cavaliers got steamrolled in the second quarter. 27 points to 18. As you break this game down in film, still trying to figure why is, how is Tristan Thompson always on the point guard, shooting guard, i.e. I'm talking about Steph Curry or Klay Thompson. His feet isn't quick enough to keep up with the smaller guards. They are taking him right to the rack every time. If you got Tristan Thompson on your point guard, shooting guard, who's in the back to grab a defensive rebound? Nobody. The Cavaliers only had 26 defensive rebounds last night to the Warriors 34. The Cavaliers had 16 offensive rebounds. Warriors had 7. There's nobody in the back to grab a defensive board for the Cavaliers. Because either A, there's none to grab because the Warriors are going to make it, like that automatic. And they are giving us some easy stuff where they turn the ball over. And one thing I do not like about the Cavaliers is that LeBron James does this. If he don't get a foul call, he want to argue with the referees. Kevin Love has now picked that up. They argue with the referees and they're not getting back on defense. Why? I watched in the fourth quarter when LeBron James argued with the referee. Didn't get back on defense. Left his team hang to dry. Get back on defense. The Cavaliers team kills me with that. Argue with the referees. We know that you guys are against the 8 ball. You have to get back on defense. Stop crying to the referees and play basketball. You can't say you're not getting enough calls because they lit at the free throw line. They wasn't hitting, like I said, 9 for 27 from the three-point line. They are missing a lot of wide open shots. You have to knock down these shots. The Cavaliers team right now are Jekyll and Hyde. You don't know what team going to show up any given night. We know games 3 and 4 go back to Cleveland. Can Cleveland find some type of way to win at least 1 or 2 games from their floor? If they lose game 3, could you say the series is over? You might as well say because teams down 0-3 doesn't come back and win anything. Now, if the Cavaliers come back home Wednesday night and play in front of their fans, they have a fighting chance. That means they can win the next game. There's a possibility that they can win both games at home. But first, they got to take one game at a time. Second of all, they got to stop arguing with these referees. Third, the referees have to make some good calls on both ends of the floor. You can't give the Warriors one call on the end and doesn't give the Cavaliers one call on the other. So I'm looking forward to see how the Cavaliers are going to respond to the games 1 and 2 being lost on the West Coast. Like I said, when you're at home, food tastes better. The bed feels even better when you sleep. Family and kids, you play in a familiar atmosphere. So, Cavaliers fans, you better be loud just like those Warriors fans. I mean, every time that team touched the ball, I want you guys to boo so much that when you leave from that game, you guys are hoarse. Gotta go home and drink a ginger ale. As you go in the second quarter, as the Golden State Warriors just start picking the Cleveland Cavaliers apart, just hitting threes from everywhere, just falling. It was one of them games you knew it was coming, because this Golden State Warriors play a game where they're gonna hit a lot of threes and they're gonna make a lot of shots. Even though there's no Andre Iguodala, as you watched the game last night, Jordan Bell pick up a crazy foul against LeBron James. That foul could have been called either way. LeBron James could have got easily called for offensive foul. He grabbed him by the arms and threw him down. I see what the referee did. He called him for an arm bar, but that was like a little pity pat. LeBron James could have easily got called for a foul. He threw him down to the ground. Iggy called him over and he talked to him and says whatever he said to him, got a defensive stop, and Iggy was joyful about that on the bench. Even though you're not playing in the game, you still assertive to what's going on in the game. You still can school the younger guys how to play this game. There's no one doing it on the Cavaliers bench. Their faces is already lost. They're looking at the game now as defeated. As people keep saying, oh, the guys are tired. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is game, for some players, a game 102 or 103. I'm looking at where it is. They keep saying, oh, these guys are tired. Everyone is tired. We can't make excuses. Can't be tired. Everybody's out there playing, giving it their all. Everybody want that Larry O'Brien trophy back at home in their trophy cabinet. They want the rings. What team wanted more? Because right now, the hungrier team look like the Golden State Warriors. This team is hitting on all cylinders. They're playing defense. They're talking on defense. The Cavaliers are not talking on defense. You know who they're talking to? The referees. Getting smoked on defense. Backdoor cuts. The switching. They not going around the switch. They going underneath it. Every time they go underneath the switch, bang! 3-pointer. When they go under the other screen, bang! And one. You have to be smarter than that. I always tell people, there's a difference in playing defense. It's a want and there's a will. Some people want to play defense. You have to have the will to play defense. You just got to come out there and give it your all when you want this win. This is more than basketball. This is some people's livelihood. I'm just not seeing that same energy that the Cavaliers had in game one. This game was out of reach. We know the Cavaliers come out in the third quarter. We know they have a terrible third quarter. As I break down what happened in the first half, the Cavaliers got out rebounded 21-24. The Warriors have 5 blocks. Cavaliers have 1. Cavaliers only had 5 personal fouls, and the Warriors had 13. So the whistle was getting favored their way. It was going to the line, but he's hitting wide open shots. The Cavaliers shot 34%. The Warriors shot 60% in the first half. That means for 1 out of every 2 shots, the shots are falling. So when you shoot a high volume clip like that, it's hard to beat a team that is shooting that well from on the floor. 73% from the free throw on the Cavaliers, 50% for the Warriors. So that you know that the Cavaliers was leaving the free throw line. But the whole thing was missing layups, long twos, and threes. This team has to capitalize because you cannot afford to miss any shots against the Golden State Warriors. When you miss, they're going to make you pay on their offensive end. The Cavaliers got to do better to play defense. Being down by 13 at the half, 59-46, as LBJ gave you 15.7 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. Kevin Love had 7.7 rebounds. He needed to give you a little bit more because he had 4 points at the end of the first. To be absent in the second quarter, that's why they got steamrolled by 27. They got steamrolled. The Warriors hanged up 27 points on their head. J.R. Smith still had 5 points from the first quarter. What is he giving us? Nothing. George Hill had 12. George Hill was the only positive light in the first half besides LeBron James. Kevin Durant, 13 points. JaVale McGee, 8 points. He was 4 for 4 in the first half. Klay Thompson gave you 10 on what they say he was have a knee contusion and a high ankle sprain. I couldn't tell. The guy was jumping off that leg like he didn't even sprain, or J.R. Smith collided into him. You know Steph Curry, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, picked up 2 more rebounds and an extra assist, and he had 16 points. Team is hitting threes, man. This team is like automatic. It's almost like a human cheat code when you watch the Golden State Warriors. This team just throws. It's like this is the best making worst 3-point shoot team I've ever seen. And I always say worst making because they take some high volume, like they take some crazy shots. I'm not gonna say stupid. They take some crazy shots. They take shots when you playing horse in the backyard or just having fun in the gym room, just trying to see who can shoot the ball the furthest and who can make it into the net. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, man, got some unbelievable range. Then to go behind that, KD's a 7-footer with a handle, with the package. Who can score? Who can shoot threes? And he can defend a little bit. It's scary because it's almost like the defense the Cavaliers are playing. I don't know what type of defense they're in. If you just stay with your man, you can do a lot of things. You gotta put some pressure on Steph Curry. Chris Paul, James Harden put the pressure on him. Even Drew Holiday did. You gotta put the pressure on Steph Curry. You have to make him uncomfortable behind the arc. He got a handle. He can get to that basket. He's creative. But you gotta be more poised on defense. Make him suffer. Be physical. I didn't see no physicality from the Cavaliers team out there. Like I said, the third quarter, the Cavaliers won the third quarter against the Golden State Warriors, 34-31. I said, okay, make a move, fellas. Let's make a move. Let's see what you can do. Being down by 11, make a move. Let's see what can. Well, being down by 10, make a move. It was 80-90. Make a move. Cavaliers make a little move. Warriors come back down, hit a couple of threes. Bang, bang, bang. Watching this Cavaliers team on defense, just watch they set up. I'm sitting back watching. I'm watching LeBron James. And the reason I'm bringing LeBron James' name up, LeBron James don't really play head-up defense. He want to play that passing lane. Then he blames other players when they get back into the front court, break down the wall of defense. They come to that second-tier defense. He's right there. He want to try to stop him with anything. The greatest player in the world makes sure his team doesn't suffer. You lead by example. When you out there playing defense and they see you out there going hard, your teammates follow as suit. Like me, I'm the oldest of 4 boys. I set good examples. If my brothers see me doing something good, they're going to do the same thing. If I'm slacking, I know some people out there who got some older brothers and that's slacking and doing some stuff like that. And guess what? If the older brother is slacking, the next two gonna come behind him do the same thing. When Big Bro do the same thing, LeBron James got to be a leader of men out there on that floor. He has to set the tone. Maybe you need to put the headband back on. Maybe that might be your superpower that you don't know. Put the headband back on. Go to work. I have to see something different. There's no reason why when the defensive wall get broke down, LeBron James is there. He blames the next guy to him instead of him to step up or take a foul, take that charge. Another thing I hate about watching LeBron James. LeBron James is my favorite player to watch, but he had 2 bad things that I hate. When the game get out of reach, all of a sudden now, he want to attack the basket. I don't get it. Why not do that throughout the whole game? Don't wait for the team to get down by 12 points in these quarters, especially like in the third quarter. Now you want to attack the basket. Did the same thing early in the fourth quarter. The team get down by 12, 15 points. You want to put your head down low and play bully basketball. You're supposed to play like that from first all the way through the third. Put the pressure on the defense. They putting the pressure on you guys. Sean Livingston come off the bench getting valuable minutes, 10 points, hitting. He's long out there. He's hitting the 15-footer from the sides. That's the most difficult shot in the gym to hit. If you're going to play like that throughout the third quarter and a little bit of the fourth quarter, bring that same intensity in the first quarter. Forget exerting your energy. You don't want to get gas. It's the NBA Finals. We know guys that go to the playground that come with it. Come with it. As this game unfolds, Cavaliers get smoked again in the fourth quarter. I thought Steve Kerr rubbed it in a little bit because how the game one ended Sunday. Steph Curry tied Ray Allen for the 3-point for most 3-pointers made in postseason. He needed one more to take first place from Ray. I mean, Ray Allen still is the all-time 3-point leader shooter in postseason. Correction. Steph Curry is 2. LeBron James is 3rd. Ray Allen hit 8 threes in the NBA Finals. He tied him. The game was already out of reach by that time. It was almost, I would say, like, about 4 minutes left or 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Steve Kerr could have took Curry out the game. He insisted to put salt in the wound. Left him out there to hit a 3 to pass Ray Allen. It's a gift and a curse with these Golden State Warriors. Their coach, Steve Kerr, is a very arrogant guy. All these guys are, in their own way. The Golden State Warriors is one of the most arrogant teams I've ever seen. That I have seen in my life. It's not just because I'm a Cavs fan. It's just from a standpoint, what I'm seeing on the floor. Both teams is cocky. LeBron James is arrogant too as well on the floor. All these players are. But when your coach leave the teammate out there just to stay out there and break a record. It's been games where LeBron James and Russell Westbrook and other players has been stayed out there in the game. But when you know the game is already out of reach, you insisted to leave your player out there just to break the record? To break the record? And I keep saying this about Steve Kerr. This guy act like his team can't do no wrong. He feel like they should get every call. Me personally, I don't feel like he's even coaching out there. I don't even see Steve Kerr with the clipboard. I see Mike Brown with the clipboard. Mike Brown is the one who's coaching that team and drawing up plays. Steve Kerr lucked up and got 4 All-Stars with a key addition of Kevin Durant. You don't have to do anything. You can sit back. You don't have to wear no tie. Put your suit on. Wear your shirt halfway unbuttoned. It looks good when you go up there and flail your arms and your jacket back like you're doing something. I'm very serious to see Steve Kerr coaching. I see Steve Kerr more talking than anything. I don't see with no clipboard, no dry erase board. He does more talking. Ty Lue and LeBron James and these players should put the heat on these referees. Talk about it in the podium. Take that $20,000 fine. Take the fine. I know LeBron James will show the referees up because he's not going to do that. He's one of them type of guys. He's going to play as the chips may fall. But sometimes you got to let these guys have it. To go out there to try to play basketball 5 against 8 is unreal. It's unreal. You want to see more from this team to put up a fight. Fourth quarter comes, the Cavaliers, they collapse. They collapse. They have no answer right now for the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry hit an amazing 3 on Kevin Love as the shot clock goes down. Threw that ball so high up in the air. That ball touched the 2017 NBA championship banner of the Golden State Warriors and came down straight, nothing but net. It's almost like that commercial that Steph Curry's in by the water commercial, Bravia water, whatever. That's what it was, straight water, nothing but net. You know the shot was good when they go in, the net bounces down and come back up, then come down. There's nothing you can do about that. He hit the shot right on the side of the Cavaliers bench. I don't know what these players be saying every time they score about the Cavaliers bench, but the Cavaliers players is not taking that. The Warriors won the game. It was a lopsided. They did what they had to do. As we finish this game out, LeBron James ended the game with 29 points, 9 rebounds, 13 assists, 2 steals. 22 and 10 from Kevin Love. Tristan Thompson give you 11 and 5. George Hill give you 15. J.R. Smith still had 5 points. That means J.R. Smith hasn't scored since the first quarter. And the fans is chanting J.R. Smith MVP because what he did in game 1. Put that behind you. Kevin Durant with 26, 9, and 7. Draymond Green, like I said, 7 assists, 8 rebounds, 5 points. Yes, it wasn't a good offensive game for Draymond Green. One thing about Draymond Green, he will play defense and give you his all. JaVale McGee, 12 points, 6 for 6. Now you can sit down and ice your knees. Because the other game 1, you ice your knees only 6 minutes of play with 2 points. You got to be kidding me. Now you can sit down and ice your knees because now you earned that ice. Clay with 20 points. No high ankle sprain, no knee contusion to me. I don't believe that. It's all a smoke screen to see how the Cavaliers respond on defense. And they did. They fell right into the Golden State Warriors' hands. They didn't bring it. Clay was getting anything he wanted out there. Curry, 33 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 9 for 17 from the three-point line, who also is the all-time leading three-point maker now in finals history with 9, Ray Allen with 8. Sean Livingston gave you great minutes on the bench, 5 rebounds, 10 points. As they go back to Cleveland to defend the land and whatever it takes, we know the Golden State Warriors got to strengthen them numbers. And it's funny that I said that, strengthen numbers. The strength in their numbers so far been 8 against 5. The other 3 been the referees. I'm not going to keep bringing the referees up. The Cavaliers got to find some way to get around that. You got to play with some poise. You got to play with some heart. I don't see it. I see a lot of moping and groaning. I know some 5th graders and some high schoolers that won't give up like the Cavaliers did. You have to be more energetic in the game. Didn't see it. The Cavaliers out-rebounded the Warriors by 1, 42-41. Offensive rebounds did what they had to do, 16-7. Defensive rebounds, Warriors won that one, 34-26. Cavaliers won the steals, 9-3. Turnovers, 12 for the Warriors, 10 for the Cavs. Cavs got a lot of crazy mistakes. LeBron James, stop doing these bullet passes, man. We are not playing football. Make a regular pass or go to the hole. You got Steph Curry on you on a lot of trips. Why you don't post him up and take him to the rack? You don't do it. You always looking for the mismatch. You gotta exploit that mismatch. Steph Curry's on you. Take him to the rack. Personal fouls. This is when I circle because everybody's in the Cavaliers, like myself, say, wouldn't get no calls. The Warriors had 25 personal foul calls called on them. The Cavaliers only had 15. But the referees is missing easy calls. The Cavaliers got to make shots too as well. Cavaliers shot a stinky 33% from the three-point line, while the Warriors finished the game with 41%. Cavaliers is 9 for 27 on the three-point line. 9 makes. Steph Curry made 9 of those. He tied the Cavaliers for three-pointers made. Warriors is 15 for 36 from the three-point line. 15 for 37. It's just which team wanted more, hungrier. Steve Kerr throwing his shade at the podium. Now y'all a little bit more better. Throwing shade at the Cavaliers. This is a coach throwing shade at players. Little old Stephen Kerr, who was a bench rider all his career. He made one clutch shot in his career for the Chicago Bulls. He acting like he scored 30. 30. He's a bench player. He's been around the league for a while. Won championships with the Bulls. Won championship with the Spurs. So he know how it feels to win championships. Steve Kerr talk a lot of trash. I knew Steve Kerr was this arrogant and trash talking. The Cavaliers need to come out and handle business. Right now, it's looking ugly. Y'all know who I am. Thank you for watching. I'm Tay Wiz, coming live and direct from the Man Cave. Y'all have a nice day. Peace.